Is this recording?
Yeah, now it is.
Huh?
Yeah,
Now it
boy.
is.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dogtown podcast. We are now at the call center. We have been outsourced. No longer is Cole and Hunter and Mason the main people on the podcast. It is now Ranjit, Hanjit, and Patel. And we are now doing the podcast in a no spin. We are pretending to live in Tahlequah. Whenever we call other people, you know, whenever you get the call and it says, "Oh, we are from Locust Grove. My name is Albert Walsh from Locust Grove," and you're like, "No, your name is nothing. I am nothing happening today." But welcome to the beside the thing that right, having the good time, having good rhyme, ringaha timamam goram teramge rangaha
Hello, thank you for calling Dogtown Podcast Customer Service. My name is Rajesh. If you are having trouble experiencing difficulties with the podcast in your time zone, it is because our producer Aaron is on high on methamphetamine and won't show up to help us record this. And so as a result, my fucking dad, I can't do, god damn it. Mason, help me out.
You're doing good in the beginning. Very, very.
Thank you for calling Dogtown Podcast Customer Service. I'm gay.
We are now. It is now Bangalore podcast. We are now out of Bangalore.
Bangladesh.
Yes, Bangladesh. I hardly know her.
Bangladesh.
We have been outsourced. I have since been put in a cage. To all our viewers out there, we have been put in cages.
It is okay.
Despite all my rage, I am still just like rat locked in a cage.
It's okay for us to do the accent because we are Indian too.
We are
also
two kind of Indians.
You know, there people don't have the idea. Two kind of Indian: feather and a dot. Alright.
Well, one of them's like native, one of them's Asian.
Yes,
and
but
in my case,
if you
can't
close your
tell
eyes and
which is
tilt
which.
to the side, it is kind of like the same. Right? If you kind of imagine the curry is kanachi, it is not having much different thing, right?
Honestly, dude, I mean, Indians are Asian. I'm like Asian-esque. Like my eyes are very squinty.
Hunter, that was racist.
So
Hunter.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, Hunter.
Dude, what the fuck? You said you were Asian-esque?
Dude.
You're from Dry Creek, dog.
So
you're from Cherokee.
I'm from around here, right? But you know. Okay, with my dark skin, with my dark complexion,
Hunter
bro.
was the racist.
Hunter was the real
my
one
God.
the whole time. Who knew?
Oh my god, I was the real racist.
We bought back the rights to our
Dude,
podcast.
okay, so do you know how often I've been mistaken as Asian?
Once a week.
Literally. Almost, yeah, dude. Like almost, like yeah.
Usually Filipino or Southeast Asian, like one in like jungle.
Maybe
Asian.
like Cambodian or Thai, bro, or like dude, Cambodian or Thai or some shit, man.
Cambodian. I can't.
I actually know a lot about Cambodia.
Yeah, you work for some, don't you?
Yeah, at the Sunrise Donuts. Come visit me in Downing.
You didn't even want to say what it was in the first episode. You're coming out of the closet now.
I don't care.
Come
to Sunrise Donuts.
It makes you feel better. Jason probably bashed shit on public podcasts too.
You know what? I don't even hate the donut. Well, okay. Well, Kai needs to stop getting like random little black crumbs in the donuts that I'll randomly find. I'll give them to people I don't like, so treat me nice, and I won't give you like random Kai Cambodian crumb donuts. Our hygiene level is 8 out of 10. Take that as you will. On a good day, after I'm done cleaning. But it's a very interesting cultural experience. You go in, there's like Buddhist figurines and statues and Cambodian Okay, well, I thought this was a statue of Buddha. I was racist for years, apparently. I was like, this is Buddha, right? He was like, no, Cambodian emperor from a long time ago. And I was like, was it Buddha?
But tell them about the big Viking lady. Big Viking lady is also...
Jesus!
Tell us about the big old Viking lady at the donut shop at Sunrise.
I hate
big
this
old
lady.
Viking lady.
Big
I saw her.
Viking
She is fucking tall.
She's 6'5".
That's kind of nuts.
I hope she does not. I tell her she knows about the podcast.
She does?
Yeah, I don't care. She's not. Oh fuck.
Maybe
she already knows I call her Viking lady.
Okay. Do you want to name drop her then?
Lisa?
Yeah, she sounds like a Lisa.
She lives
Lisa,
down the road.
I wish I never knew her.
She lives down the road from me, bro. She lives in the same fucking trailer
not
park.
even
There's-
right down the road.
There's
like,
two
literally
houses
down.
in my trailer park. Like, yeah, dude. Like, and she lives in one of them. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
And she has a baby daddy who's like 5'2".
So they got normal kids?
Their no kids are averaged out. They all have autism, but you know that's how it goes.
Well, I mean, if you have to work at the donut shop, you have a little autism.
I mean, don't we all?
Sure, you really gotta give it to yourself if you don't got it.
For some reason, they
Oh
pick
my
the best of the top autists.
Yeah, you think Kai is? I think it's either that or
No, he's
just
just,
trauma.
he's just Asian. He's just Cambodian.
They
he
did
probably
call
does
that
have
mongoloid. Right? They called that. No, it's Down syndrome.
They did call it something like that at one point, but Mongoloid was a racial subtype.
That is. Yeah,
Remember when we
that's true.
first met, you like called me out because I said Mongoloid in a non-ironic context? Like, I said
You said it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
No. Someone used to say mongoloid in like an incorrect way all the time.
We would say about Thomas as a joke. Is what it was.
He did look mongoloid.
Will and James and me, we would all say about Thomas as a joke. He's Mongoloid.
I think it was the twins. They would say it and they didn't actually know what it meant at all.
It's not meant stupid. It's not meant mentally handicapped.
Yeah. And I was like, that just means Asian. You know this, right? They're like, what?
Those guys are cool.
But Kai, my baker, he very lonely man. If you're into lonely Asian men who will buy you everything on your Amazon wish list, one paycheck at a time.
Not sugar daddy, but MSG daddy.
Granulated.
No MSG.
No MSG.
No, Kai's not like a so he's more like a one of those Asians, you know, because he's got his music blast in the back or his podcast playing. And
Why
he's
did
talking to
you
bitches.
will never listen to this ever, right?
Kai could not understand. He
Anything.
might have only understood that noise I just made.
This translates to "fuck you, guy."
Yeah. Fen ha chun noi. That means send help in Cambodian. Fen ha chun noi.
Say it one time.
Fen ha chun noi.
From Hatchinoi.
Fun hotchun noi.
Fen ha chun noi.
Fun hotchun noi.
Or Fen ha chun noi.
That's high pitch.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's how Kai would say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of accent do you guys think you'd have, like, in a different language, right?
You,
like,
okay,
what kind of...
question even if you're saying if I grew up in France?
fuck.
If you're saying I grew up in France, obviously it sounds like
Right.
Bonjour,
Okay, so
right?
me and you are Turkey, right? What kind of accent do you think we'd
Well,
have?
you are
in
native because
Turkey,
your
right?
accent,
Yeah.
and hey, I want
Oh,
you
but
to.
if you were native and grew up in like if you were like adopted out and stolen as a baby and grew up in like California,
Maybe, yeah. Like, yeah, dude. If
you
you're
just-
one of those California fucking Turkeys.
What were you gonna say, Cole?
Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way, y'all, but it doesn't seem like if I want to hear from our viewers too because they hear our voices. It doesn't seem like you guys have specific native accents. Our guests do, like Maria did, Mo
Yeah,
did,
she had a real Resi
they have
accent.
real strong ones. But
we
the way
have
that,
Tahlequah accents.
and
whatever
Hunter
that
sounds
is.
borderline Californian. If you like, if Hunter called you on the phone, you should, what's up, dude? You would think that is a white blondie from California for a reason.
Dude, you
If
know
you
what?
heard
The
Mason-
drunker Hunter gets, you might hear it.
Yeah, he starts getting a little, but like in normal conversation, I don't think our
Resi.
accents.
I sound like
y'all's
a normal
accents.
guy from the South. Like I'll say y'all, but I'm
Yeah.
not like talking like I don't think so. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think so.
If I walked over to a group of my friends, I'd be like, "What's up,
But
y'all?"
also, this is all of
Like,
us
what's
judging.
going on, y'all?
We're all from
Yeah.
the same area.
Well, I want to hear what our viewers think. If y'all see us at the bar after this,
What's
let us
our
know
twang
what is our
like?
accent
What's our
like, and what
twang
can we
like?
like? Is it hurt? Is
What
it help?
can I do to improve my flavor of speech and my southern mannerisms?
I already know my accent's kind of fucked, but I think it's just low enough. It's still kind of charming, so I'm gonna stick with it.
My dad grew up in two places, and that was Texas and then fucking Stillwell.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
got that California accent.
You have that California accent.
From in
Stillwell.
between Stillwell and
Yeah,
Texas.
he's Stillwell in Texas.
My theory is you
Yeah.
just watched a lot of CKY videos and a lot of fucking like old early MTV, and you just developed your accent. That like you just learned to talk through that. I don't know what that was, and maybe you, I don't know what it was. Maybe
Well,
you
that's
should've-
how the twins had to have learned how to. Why do they talk like that?
I don't know because their parents are talking like that, or their parents have southern accents.
Their parents are like,
Yeah.
I'll go down to the
We're calling the Deer
for the
Twins right
weekend.
knows. Just giving them a shout out. What's up, Will James? Well, you guys
Yeah,
come on your
yeah,
show.
I love you.
What up,
We
But,
love you.
Dude, we should.
but you guys
have
do
them
sound
out.
like you live on like Venice Beach or something.
You,
Yeah.
yeah, it's rough.
Oh yeah, dude.
You really?
And then we're just all in the fucking house, like, yeah. What's
I
up,
think we
dude?
were all influenced by
Like,
the twins.
bro.
We were all influenced by, or I don't know, but
I
me
wasn't.
and Hunter definitely.
I'm a little younger than you
I saw
guys,
one of my
you know.
roommates downtown today. Like, actually, okay, so his girlfriend right now is letting her kids see like the baby daddy.
Yeah.
And fucking, I stopped out to say what's up to James, dude. I look like a homeless motherfucker because I had all my fucking shit with me, dude. It was all my work clothes and shit that I transported down from my girlfriend's place, man. Like, bless her. She is a great fucking
Dacia's awesome. She listens to every episode and she always uses feedback. We love Dacia. She's cool as fuck.
Shout out to Daisy.
You
Hell yeah.
know, the energy in the first half of this podcast was very somber. Then I started hard on the Indian accent.
And now we lined it up. Woo! This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Part 2.
Part 2, man.
Let him finish his fucking story.
You're right.
Let him finish his fucking story.
No,
He's just so cool. We cut people off. To ruin Hunter's awesome story.
Oh my god. Well, in any case, though, dude, so I'm walking downtown, man. I say what's up to James, right? And he's visiting this motherfucker, right? Who has like fucking followed him before, bro. I will probably shoot this motherfucker at a point in time, bro. If he ever fucking steps up to me.
Hell yeah, brother! No, this dude is like a convicted rapist. So fuck him.
You're right, actually.
So fuck him. I don't even care. You can use this as evidence in court. I'll never see him. He's a convicted rapist. So fuck him.
If it shows up in my house,
you're right.
I don't want to have to do that, but I will do that. Like that. That's like dude. That's how
Hunter actually wouldn't kill anybody, right?
I wouldn't hurt a harm a fly.
Dude, not willingly. Not fucking willingly.
Damn it.
Not willingly. I would not fucking.
But if you put him in a situation that he didn't want to be in, Hunter Miller will do things in that situation that he didn't want to have to do in the fucking first place. So whoever put Hunter or me or Mason in a situation that we didn't want to be in.
Yeah.
It's like backing up a possum into a fucking corner, bro. You're gonna get bit, bro.
It's
You're
like
gonna
treading
get
on a
fucking
snake.
Bit, bro. Just now, fucking, I'll stomp all over a fucking snake, bro. Fuck snakes, bro. Especially if they're in my house, bro.
I'm kind of a pacifist. If I can drown
you are not a goddamn
If
pacifist.
I can drown you in the Atlantic or the Pacific, I'd drown you in the Pacific.
What does that entail?
It's a joke. Pacifist specific. Get it? It's a pun.
Pacifism.
I got it, man.
I did not. I'm so sorry.
I feel like if you said pacifism to an Italian guy, you never heard that word before.
Pacifier?
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about? You gay or something?
Cool.
I don't know. I interrupted again. Fuck me, whatever.
Man, you're ruining this one, Mason. What the
That's
fuck?
fine. You know what? I took one shot of vodka and apparently I'm like...
You lost control of your life.
I've lost all inhibition.
What happens when you lose ambition?
When I lose inhibition, I start saying things at the bar I shouldn't.
Like what?
It sounds like
I
the
just start
first
yelling
time
at people.
You start yelling?
You start yelling at people?
Yeah, I just start... No, I'm not that bad. In my head, I'm that bad. You know what?
Nah,
when I lose inhibition...
you're not really, yeah.
You know, why... This is a weird question to ask. I don't know.
But I want to hear your answer now that you're like introspective.
Now
that I'm really deeply thinking... When I get real drunk, you asking me to describe how I think I am?
What is this shit you regret saying? So you were saying stupid shit at the You gave a very specific answer and then you didn't follow up.
Oh, you're right.
I was like, what do you do when you drink a lot? I lose my ambitions. What do you lose your ambitions? I say stupid shit at the bar. What do you say, Mason?
I mean,
Because you know
interested
what the answer
too.
is, Cole. I just started saying a bunch of really sexist things about
You start saying horrible things about women. Which is funny because you love women so much.
I love
You say,
women.
yeah, you do.
But I was going through a rough period, maybe. And
Sometimes you just
I'll blame it on
Sometimes
something external.
Dude,
not
that's
my own
fucking...
internal,
That happens, bro. Like, fucking A, man.
Hey, you know what? Women, you gotta love them. Because if you don't, they'll bitch.
Oh my god.
Women, you can't live with them and they can't pee stand up.
Women,
They're alright.
They've been in control of the Turkey tribe since fucking forever.
They've been in control of the Cherokee tribe since forever.
Yes, they are very matriarchal. Going to the public service announcement. Going out to all Turkey women, all res aunties out there, all the cousins, everybody. Like, hell yeah, dude. This is a shout out.
Shout out to all the aunties.
Yeah.
All the aunties worldwide.
Res world. All worldwide.
Whoa, it's just you and me out there.
Son of a gun, man. What are we gonna do with this time?
I don't know. Probably do something gay.
Hey.
God.
Shit, man. Hand me that vodka.
Shit. Alright. I guess we're just taking shots of vodka. Oh,
I guess so then.
Wait, what's happening? What?
No.
What?
It's just some red shit, bro. Like,
small
everything,
interlude.
bro.
Is this
Like,
small
I'm glad-
interlude?
Interlude, I hardly know her.
Interlude? I thought that was a crime.
No, not in this county.
Yeah.
Interlude, interdude.
Interlude. More like
Inter-
inner tube. Let's get on that river, boys.
Oh.
Speaking of an inner tube, bro, did you throw a fucking bike tire in the back of your car and get ants everywhere?
You did do that.
Did you do that? Like,
So is it the
right
back
in
of
front
my
of
car?
this apartment, bro.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about right over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, like, I don't know where his ants are coming from. He made him sit in it.
It's literally right across the street, like right where you're parked,
Wait,
like
where's
now.
that wheel now?
I don't know.
Is it still in my car?
They might have packed it up, bro. Whenever they moved, like
They got out here in a fucking hurry, guys. Hey, you ain't never seen somebody move like a Native American family with fucking 16 people in one apartment and get everything over.
Bro,
They don't move. U-Haul will show up and they'll just be gone. And it's one trip. That's all they need. One fucking trip.
We can fucking move, bro. We can move like a motherfucker.
You can get moved at gunpoint really easy. Okay.
They must have been Lakota.
Son of a bitch. Fuck, yo.
Moving around like that.
Okay,
It's always move.
can you explain the joke for the young eggs?
Oh, for the Wasiku?
Yeah.
For the Nahalu?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my god. we were
motherfucker,
hard.
bro.
Oh shit. Oh well, the Lakota were nomads, and for those of you who didn't know, not all natives were nomad horse riding, war hooping. Actually, all of us would do war hoops. That's
Most of us.
universal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That's kind of universal.
And if you don't,
yeah.
you're outcasted.
You're weird.
That's the one thing that unifies, I think, is a little. And
Yeah.
Insert noise.
yeah, just noises, man. We just be noisy.
Yeah, we just be noisy, bro.
But some
It
people
freaks
ride
people
horses.
out,
Some
man.
people,
We like that.
some people built houses, man. Cherokees built
Yeah, they
actual
settled.
houses.
Choctaws too.
Yeah, Lakotas
Some
could never figure it out.
people scout
They just
people.
walk out with it.
Some people scout people in their fucking front yards in front of their families, and then dude, that's
What the fuck, Hunter? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking
What
about
the
some
fuck?
Cherokee County history, bro.
Okay, who got scalped in their front yard? Was it like a what the fuck happened? What?
Okay, so do you
I
know?
know these songs.
Do you know how a Cherokee? Okay, so a Cherokee was the last standing Confederate general. You know who that is?
Stan
Wadey.
Yeah.
Stan Wadey was the 37th signer, right, of the fucking treaty to get us moved here.
Right.
Actually, from our homelands down in South Carolina and fucking Georgia, right, to here. Like, right? That's where we got marched out from. And we got marched to here and Tahlequah, fucking Oklahoma, the Western Band. Woo! Shout out to the Western Band, bro. Like, fucking, we got marched out to here, and the only one to not get assassinated for signing the peace treaty that got us moved out here, that got the fucking, the fucking Trail of Tears, like, fucking started, right, was Stan Wadey. He was the only one to avoid his assassination. He died peacefully in his home in Texas, and
Missouri.
Huh?
He's buried in Missouri.
He might have been moved.
We went to his
He might
grave,
have been
didn't we?
moved.
I think he lived in Texas for a little bit.
His grave in Southwest State, Missouri. That's where we took those.
I thought he died in Texas, bro. That's where he fled
Just
to.
somewhere outside
Fucking,
Oklahoma.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he was dodging assassination all the fucking way, bro. Like, yeah, dude. Like, I think he killed 4 of his assassinators or some shit like that.
One of them
Like,
came out in a grocery store and he didn't even have a gun, and the dude shot all 6 shots, missed. He beat the fuck out of the dude and then stabbed him and stabbed someone unrelated.
It was the Old West, though,
Yeah.
man. That was post fucking Confederacy. That was
guy, so he was
literally
like
the
5'3",
Old
like,
West.
stocky. He was like a small 5'3", stocky little dude. Like,
Yeah,
he
he's
mean.
built
Yeah.
little guy.
Like,
Yeah.
the Civil War is what sparked the Old West. That was the Old West,
You've
dude.
seen his
Like,
knife,
that
right?
was, yeah.
Yeah, I saw. So at the Cherokee History Museum, they have Stan Wadey's knife, and it's a large short sword.
To him, that's
been,
a sword.
Yeah, it's a sword that have been fucking like basically like milled down into a fucking thing.
A
And
big Bowie knife.
yeah, it's like, and so like I always thought that was really cool, like the history of all those Confederate Bowie knives and like all the different sabers they had made into like utilitarian kind of
Specifically
weapons.
Confederate.
Well, the Confederates had more knives.
Yeah, you're right.
The U.S. had bayonets, and they didn't issue them big, large Bowie knives like that. That wasn't like so. And I always thought that the Bowie knives were my favorite design, and it was a lot of them were homemade. A lot of them were fucking made like out of other.
Yeah,
old
you're right. There
weapons.
is something cool about like the DIY-ness of it.
The Confederate weapons are just more interesting to look at to me. It's not that there's any. And no, well, no, that's not true. The Henry Repeater is pretty badass, and the Colt. Well, the Colt revolver is, I guess, technically Confederate until the end, but it's whatever. Out of all the melee weapons, I like the Confederate Bowie knives more than like the Union sabers. That's just me.
Yeah.
And they've actually had swords too. They were just more, I think they were less curved or more curved. There's some difference, mild difference.
You know the Cherokee had a specific Bowie knife design called the coffin handle?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, I know what a coffin handle is though.
Yeah.
The coffin handle started with Cherokee.
I didn't know that.
Bowie Smith.
I didn't know that.
Because there were a lot of Cherokee blacksmiths.
Yeah.
So my boss's dad is one. He's just an old Indian dude sitting there in the woods making swords for knives for forging fire. His name's Ray Kirk. He's like, he wears overalls every day. Yeah. He's a complete badass. I would love to talk to him someday, but he's a little hard hearing, and I'm kind of awkward. I don't want to talk to him. Like, they're just like real old school redneck backwoods making knives in Park Hill and selling it for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
pretty badass.
Yeah. He gets up every morning before we even get to, because where we meet up for the shop, like where we got our material from, that's his house, and he's there every morning awake before we are in the same overalls every day, walking his dog, fucking watering plants, hanging out, getting ready to make some fucking swords. That's all he does all day. I love Ray. He's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty kick-ass, dude.
He's gotta help me learn the way of the blade.
The art of
The way of the blade.
Reject society. Embrace the art of the blade.
Reject all social life and all women and all fucking partying. I'm gonna study the art of the blade. That was a real dude I worked with in Missouri. Is who that character's based off of.
He was saying shit like that?
He actually said that word for word.
He said what again?
He said, I'm just going to reject all my social life and study the art of the blade. And then I started almost bawling, hysterically laughing. And then somebody mentioned something about, like, they're talking about guns, because me and Tobias about guns. And he's like, they're lucky I don't have a gun. If I had a gun, I'd have a fucking complete meltdown massacre. They'd call the National Guard and stop me. Yeah, and he was just like some skinny, weird stoner dude. He looked like, you know the dude from Metalocalypse? Like the little red hair guy? Yeah, he looked like that guy. And he would just hang out with, he was one of the nerds that was there. So, like, on that job site, it was Tobias. There was this white kid named Kyle. Kyle was awesome. Kyle would fit in perfect with our friend group. He has, like, all the same fucking tape. But he's just, like, imagine a mixture of, like, Hunter and, like, Josh. I know, and like not in like a bad way, but he's like if Hunter had like a lot of autism and Hunter was real white and from Missouri, but he's a lot like Hunter, right? Like he's like really fucking cool. And he's always want to come out here. He just don't get in the O show that much, even let alone Missouri. And
I sent Josh the podcast.
Reject all society.
Well, good man.
Yeah.
Good.
Study the art of the blade.
But yeah, Tobias had a crew of like really nerdy autistic dudes that worked with him there, and that was one of them. Was a dude that was like a weird metalhead, like new age, edgy fucking guy.
That's cool, man.
And he would stuck you in conversations for an hour. It was fucking weird. And then there was Kyle. Kyle was like a meek, like nerd with glasses. Like he listened to punk music, and he's like, I live in my mom's basement, but I don't want to say it's a basement. I'm saying I live in my mom. Like it's like some shit like that. And then there's Tobias.
Bro, like, hell yeah, dude.
And then there was another kid that was like mentally handicapped, and he was really obsessed with Jesus. And it was them and Tobias, and they would all ride back and forth to classes and then go to the same job sites together all the time. And they were like the low end, like the nerds of the electric, like the bottom of the barrel guys. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you guys are just fucking sweeping up and putting fire talking holes.
Yeah. Bare bottom.
That's fucking rough, dog.
Dude, sometimes you gotta fucking scrape it by. I mean, shit, dude. That's what we're doing on a daily here in fucking Cherokee County at the ass end of the Ozarks. Woohoo!
You keep saying that.
Yeah,
you
both
keep
of
fucking
them.
saying
Both
that,
of
dog.
Yeah.
Because we're that's where we're at. Man.
That's where we're at.
The
man.
ass end of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
Well, it was the joke we had. You could be the front end too, but
Oh yeah, that's as far as it went.
Well, you know what?
We could be the shoulder. We could be the elbow.
We could
be the fucking
yeah.
knees, bro.
The taint.
The taint.
The taint.
Pegs is the taint.
Pegs is the taint of America. Pegs is the taint of the United States.
Hey, Bob's
right
Mini
there in the
Market
middle.
though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bob's fucking Mini.
Shout out to Bob's Mini Market.
The fucking burgers.
The greatest
bro.
burger in Oklahoma. I'll
greatest
fight
fucking
anybody,
dude.
Fight anybody. You never been there? Still have you? Nope. You gotta go there sometime. It's really
Yeah,
fucking
we gotta
good.
drag you there, bro.
It is the
Yes.
best burger you'll ever fucking eat.
Yes,
It's
it
the best
is
fucking-
one of
in
the best
Oklahoma.
burgers that I've ever fucking had, bro.
Yeah, and it's cheap. It's like absurdly cheap.
Yeah,
It doesn't make
it's
sense.
really cheap.
And it's just old mad country.
Tell them
people
about
in
the
there.
Vault, Cole.
So they were the last place. I haven't been there in a long time to see. They were the last place I went to that still had Vault soda on tap. You know what Vault was?
Oh, I remember Volt.
They had it on tap until like 2015, 2016. I don't know if they might still, but I remember I still lived there. They
Yeah,
had Vault
I went there
soda
back
on
in
tap.
2016.
Where did they even
bro, and
order
they
it?
still had
They
it.
had Vault. They had Vault. No, they
on
discontinued
tap.
Vault in the late 2000s.
Yeah.
This is 10-year-old, 20-year-old syrup. They're fucking, and it's awesome, and I support it. Super, it's delicious.
They redid it for a little bit a couple of years ago.
They did, and I haven't been there since then. There was like a period of time where during COVID, the owner, real paranoid, he blocked it all off, and you just go up to a plywood window and you just ask him what you want, and he just bring it to you.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
funny.
At the
awesome,
gas
bro.
station?
It's not gas; they don't sell gas there.
No.
Oh, it's just a little mart.
So there's a diner, there's a video rental, and every movie ever made on DVD ever, and you can rent on paper tab. They have ice cream. They don't sell alcohol. They have snacks, like a little corner store thing, and then they have there's a whole bunch of junk ass antique bullshit going on in the background too.
Dude, it's so good, bro.
It's like the meat spot in Pegs, like one of the only. But they have the best burgers in town. They have the best burgers probably in Cherokee County. Maybe.
Like, I remember when Darcy. Shout out to fucking Darcy. Fucking
Sean's mom.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sean's mom, bro. She was dude. She was a badass, man. She was also partly my mom. Like, shout out to Darcy. Rest in peace to her. My mom. Like, yeah, dude. Like, yeah. But I remember one time I went to go stay the night with the twins, right? Because our friend Dally had got shot in the face by his own grandfather.
What the fuck? I remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, dude, it was a wild time. We went up to go visit Dally in the fucking hospital, bro, and that's a whole other different story. I don't know. Should I tell that story in between?
You can if you want to.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
It's a pretty
so
nutty one.
my buddy Dally, right, he used to stay with us in this very apartment, actually. In this very fucking apartment, right? And he tried to walk from here to his family's place in Siloam, right? Like, there's a road that apparently leads straight there that his grandparents lived on.
Huh.
And he got into the garage because he was cold, right? He had, like, fucking socks on his hands or some shit, and he had his face all covered up and shit, bro. He got inside his grandparents' garage, right? And his grandpa shot him in the face with a .38 because he didn't know, like, who it was. He still pressed charges. That's still a hot family fucking topic for them.
He was locked up like
guess,
not long ago.
dude.
He was messaging me when we got locked up, and then when he was out, and then I haven't heard from him in a couple of years now. Probably
I
because
think
like
he got locked up again from all the charges. I think he got.
didn't they later prove
to
it
the
wasn't
system.
an accident? Didn't they later prove that like it was like he was breaking in or some shit like that?
Well, I mean, something like that, dude. Like, that's dude.
It's just one of those wrong place, wrong time, not thinking the right
Yeah,
situations.
yeah. Everything just went. Everything that could have went bad on that situation. And the last time they went to Bob's Mini Market, shout out to them, bro. Is whenever I was visiting Dally in the hospital, like Darcy drove us, man. Like, yeah, dude, it was a good time, man. It was a great fucking time, bro. Like, yeah.
Remember when we crawled through the sewer and we popped out by the Dollar General?
And then Dally got arrested.
Dally got arrested because the cop was like, "Oh, there's four
Oh,
people crawling out of a
shit,
sewer
dude.
hole,"
And then they got him.
and they got him. And
For
then Sean
what?
said he was like Alec Perry or something, or
Like lied.
yeah.
Because we were all living at this apartment at the fucking time.
And we were like, "Let's go
Yeah.
climb like 400 feet through a sewer up Downing."
Do you remember the clown epidemic? And then we heard that there was one, and so we got
The
into
clown
back-
epidemic.
Into my truck,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, you go jump.
I got
a
like
clown,
10 punks in the
dude.
back of my truck to go beat up clowns that didn't exist.
Back when Mason had the Ford Red F-150.
Woo! Bit forward tough.
I asked you one time, I was
Ford
like,
truck.
did you ever feel like you just won because you got a new Ford F-150 kind of?
Uh-huh.
And you're like, no, everyone made fun of me because I thought I was gay.
That
That
is
is lame
true.
as fuck. No, I didn't feel like
All
that.
right,
No.
interlude.
Well, that just means Hunter's taking a fucking big old shit. Hey, there's kind of a fly problem there, too. Heads up. Nothing in there, but
if it's yellow, let it mellow, man.
if it's yellow, let it fucking mellow.
If it's brown, flush it down.
If it's brown, flush it. If it's brown,
That's what Meemaw says.
you get a Meemaw?
It's my grandma.
That's what you call your grandma.
'Cause she's from Mississippi.
So you call her Meemaw.
That's what she wanted to be called.
Is the grandpa Peepaw?
He's Pops.
Pops.
That's what my dad called him.
Yeah.
And he was like, just keep that rolling.
Pops. Just keep calling them
Just
Pops.
Yeah.
This is my,
His neighbors call him Pops. Like, he just goes by Pops now.
what's your granddad's name?
His name?
Yeah.
Danny Jean.
Danny Jean.
Danny Jean Gray. Yeah.
That's like an old school name. That's like a real fucking, like...
Yeah. And, yeah, he was Danny Jean. And my grandma was Susan Diane Butterworth, but she went by Diane. And then her sons, my dad and his brother. My dad's
Butterworth.
she married into Gray, so her last name's Gray, but her maiden name is Butterworth. But she went by her middle name, and my dad and his brother both go by their middle names. My dad's Timothy Mark.
My dad goes by his middle name too. My dad goes by Alan, but that's his middle name.
Yeah, he goes by all of his names in different areas, right?
Yeah, so in Oklahoma it's Allen, and in parts of Missouri he's Ray, and then he's Ray Allen, and online, and another, like, just in general Ray Allen.
Hell
Life
yeah.
of Ray Allen, because it's easier. And then, okay, Tyler's middle name is Ray, and then also my neighbor Logan's middle name is Ray. It's like the most generic late 90s boy.
Jeremiah's name is right.
It looks like an old southern tradition. What is that?
It's just
cool.
the southern boys get that name.
That's fucking cool, man. Right. Never's a first name. It's like a middle name. You got Kale.
God
damn. You know how I fucking do it, bro. Come on, dude. My name's Coleman Ray. You can roast me as much as you want on that, but Mason Kale's pretty goofy. It's like making kale. It's like stowing kale. It's like fucking.
Yeah, Mason is like a stone layer, brick layer, and then kale.
And fucking kale.
I think then the saddest color.
It's like a sad, starving fucking bricklayer without. See what happens when Harley's for 30 seconds and the show just turns to complete shit? It just turns to, we're terrible, dude. We're terrible. Like,
my name is just. It's a black and white video of a man who should be doing
whatever. I know you guys were roasting me. Whatever, bro.
So Mason Gray actually met Jack White once, right?
I did meet Jack White.
Okay,
I
tell
hung
us
out with him
one.
for like a weekend.
Okay, well, what was the... Wait, can you give some context? I want you to do the story and
I'll
build
lay
on
it all
it.
out. I'll lay it all out. You know what? Let me take a shot.
Take a shot.
Yeah, you take a shot for tell the story.
But I think you need to practice one. This will be a good story. It's a good episode.
We're gonna nestle in.
Alright, guys, everybody relax.
Mason Gray has met a star in the world, man.
dude.
Like, I love Jack White, dude. He's artistic as fuck, man. Shout out to Jack
Autistic as
White,
fuck.
dude. He said,
He used to be a carpenter. No, I think he was like a carpenter or electrician or something. He had like a blue collar
He's a
job.
pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
No, dude, he's fucking down to earth. He produces some great rock and roll.
My grandma used to own the condo below the one he owned in Tulsa.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
He started
likes
racking
Tulsa for the
tours, bro.
vibes.
He says he thinks Kane's one of the best venues in the U.S. What he says.
Yeah, Tulsa is a pretty cool town.
After fucking dude, I played his songs in marching band.
They made us. So there's a meme.
Yeah.
If you went to Tahlequah High School, you remember.
That's every band.
That's every band does that now.
Every high school band. That does
He's
that
a fucking
For the
genius.
past 20 years has been doing boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna know which in town.
Fall from this opera forevermore.
Hell yeah, we're just listening to some White Stripes actually.
I mean, that was like a weird little come town shot because they have that bit. Where they're doing something strong, they just keep saying gay things over it.
I just suck dick in that one. I just suck dick behind
I cut my penis off. That's really good.
I smoked some crack with Tom Petty in the dumpster behind that woods.
I ruptured my asshole. A 20-inch dick could tear me apart.
We're jacking their bit now. We're jacking it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck them.
We got you. But yeah.
I'll show it to you after this is over.
But anyway,
yeah.
Jack
So
White story, bro.
I met Jacques Blanquet.
As he's known in France.
Probably Jacques.
Hollywood Français,
Jacques Blanc. Yeah, that's what he's known. I'm not sure. That would be cool though. I'm good. But yeah. So I get a call from my boy. I say my boy. Sterling Hardra, the producer of Res Dogs.
Yeah.
Reservation Dogs, not Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, Reservation Dogs.
Yeah, the native, like, fucking, it's not like what is it, just like a TV show?
It's on Hulu.
Yeah. It's a Hulu show. But it's really fucking big, and if you don't ever watch it, check it out, Reservation Dogs.
We auditioned for it, and we'll cover that in a separate episode.
Yeah, we'll cover that. That's a funny story in and of itself.
But
Sterling Hardra, me and my mom have known for a long time. My mom's known him for longer. And and he knew that I did like art and leather working and woodworking and things, and he does film work. At first he was doing just commercials for Cherokee Nation, and then he builds his way up, and so now he is making a commercial for Warstick, which is a baseball bat company co-owned.
I thought you were full of shit when you told me
this is insane.
Yeah.
All true.
I looked it up. He's not
this guy named Ben Jenkins. This guy named Ben Jenkins co-owns a baseball bat company with Jack White from the White Stripes. I guess Jack White loves baseball, and he donates a lot of the stuff to like Native youth and things, Native youth sports. So I guess like communities that promote like native sports and things, like he like donates to that.
Dude, I was a native youth into fucking baseball. My dad's huge into fucking baseball, bro. And I was in the
probably got
league.
some Jack White money then.
Yeah, hopefully so, bro. Yeah. Anyway,
but just say Jack White's already got a plus for that. I didn't even know anything.
Jack White's on our side, yeah.
And so there's this there's different parts. So in the commercial, there's like a native aspect to it. So I'm already confused. And so I get contacted on Facebook by Sterling Harjo, and he's like, "Hey, brother, could you last minute like make a bunch of shit for us? Like 2 days. Like we film in 2 days. Everything's scheduled. We have things we don't have." And I was like, "Sure, dude." And I did come through. It was a fucking lot of work. So I drove up to Tulsa and bought some leather from Tandy Leather Factory. Shout out, they got cool leather. You need leather and leather materials.
Fuck yeah, Tandy Leather Factory.
Leather accessories. And get me some deer hides. And I sewed him up some leggings not for him, but for the actor portraying the native guy. Anthony Thosh Collins. He's like a native fitness guy. Out west, he's Hopi. And one of the Haudenosaunee tribes.
Hey, shout out to all the fucking cousins out there. Hell yeah.
Shout out cousins.
Oh yeah, shout out to all. Oh, shout out to cousins worldwide.
Hey.
Ooh.
All the tribes.
All the tribes. From Celtic to Navajo.
Hey.
From Hmong to
From
fucking...
the Hmong to the San people of Africa.
Yeah, shout out to all the tribes.
To the Basque.
To the Basque, to the Catalonians.
To the Catalonians.
To Trimble Avenue. To motherfucking Peoria and
Kashmir, bro.
To Floridians.
To Floridians.
All the way to Kashmir, bro.
All the tribes.
All of them, bro.
To Seminole.
Yeah, they got money. They're fine.
To Seminoles.
Yeah, to Seminoles. Oh.
Seminoles.
Oh, shit. So where am I at? Oh yeah. So there's this and you know I'm gonna admit I was kind of ignorant. I knew the White Stripes. I really didn't know anything about him.
Right.
I didn't really know Jack White at all. I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know who he was. I knew like of all the rock shit I knew. Apparently, just White Stripes knowledge have always escaped me. I knew the song from like I've heard it my whole life. The 7 Nation Army. Yeah.
Shout out to marching band nerds.
Fucking nerds. I was a marching band too.
Same.
So he's telling me vaguely what it's about, and I'm like, I don't really understand. All I understand is leather, and so that's what I'm there for. And so I'm there making leggings for this guy, fitting him and finessing him and getting all of his measurements right. And I have like a cool shirt and jewelry for him, and some hawk feathers for him to wear. And I'm describing how he should look because they want to do like an Oklahoma native, like
Really specific one of the tribes. Okay.
Yeah, they wanted to portray like at least something that vaguely looked Cherokee Creek, like something like that.
It's just a 30-second ad where it's a native hitting a fucking stick with the...
It's a minute ad. It's a minute long
Okay.
ad. Ooh, twice as long.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
And advertisement money, that's probably trillions of dollars. Not trillions, but a lot more money, you know. When I get there and he explains, oh, there's this guy, Jack White, and I don't even know I was like, Jack Black? Like, I vaguely, like, I didn't have any idea of who this guy was. And then I see a guy who looks like Johnny Depp from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory walk up because he's, like, all pale and got a top hat. Or he had, like, a little cool fedora type hat. And there were all these, like, and I get brought there on the first day of filming because at first I just go to the set and measure the guy, and it's just cool. Sterling, a couple of the natives, and just laid back experience. And then I show up to filming. There's all these film guys from like New Zealand and California and London and all these places worldwide there to help film this thing. There's like tour buses there with coffee machines built into the side of it, like cold brew machines. You slide a panel over, there's a cold brew machine in the side of the fucking tour bus or
awesome.
whatever. I've never seen any of this shit, and I'm just like gawking at everything. And they're like, "Oh, Jack White's here, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. So I'm just kind of chilling over, just kind of doing my own thing. And he's getting like mobbed up by people. And I see him,
shit.
And he's like an interesting looking guy.
Where was it, in Tulsa? Or
This is in Tulsa, yeah. And we're filming out in like Sand Springs. There's like a scene where there's like a brush pile burning. And I still have no clue how this advertisement's going to play out. I'm so confused.
You didn't think you get this far.
How are they putting Jack White, Indians, and baseball together? What the fuck is happening? And so I'm just there for the ride. And I'm there, and I got some like cool. I have like my cool hat on and shit. And I was wearing like a black coat and a black hat, and he was wearing like a black coat and a black hat.
Matching.
So we kind of vaguely were matching a little bit. So they had me be the stand-in when they were trying to figure out where they wanted him to.
Fuck yeah!
So there's pictures of me in the scenes where it's him and the real.
That's
thing.
so badass, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
badass.
fucking awesome.
And I'm still like, who's this guy? Jack
White.
Jack Green? Jack Brown University?
Are you in the Black Keys? Are you the guy from Tenacious D?
Are you guys-
Are you from Tenacious D?
Are you
In
guys
School
from
Rock?
Arctic Monkeys?
Are you from
Like-
Arctic Monkeys? Do I wanna
But
know?
no, Jack White, man. Fucking
But Jack White.
Yeah.
And it's cool. He kind of I get introduced to him because Starlin he wants to meet the film guy who's making his commercial. So Starlin's like, yeah, this is the costume designer. He calls me the costume designer. And so I'm like talking to Jack, and I didn't really know who he was still, and I think you can kind of tell that I was just like kind of starry eyed. I don't know what's going on here. Just very like taking it all in.
Dad,
I'm
damn
just
Tyler.
I'm such a
Try.
You want to hit this, bro?
You want to hit this, bro?
What's
This is
up,
so
bro?
good.
Does he sound like he's from Dry Creek? No, he don't sound. Viewers, let us know.
That was a little Dry Creek.
Is it a little Dry Creek?
You want to hit this, bro?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live right now, actually.
Yeah, we're
This is
recording.
part
We had
two.
Marina
Part
for the
two.
first part.
Huh?
We had Marina for the first part.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It was interesting. It was different. It was different.
It was great.
I like
man.
that half of our guests are like almost full blood native girls. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. I think that's like
We
they're
just keep
funny.
making resi.
They're
chicks
funny
over.
though.
It's
They're
so
funny.
fucking-
They're
Native
really
women,
funny.
Native women are the funniest people ever.
I forget that
They
sometimes.
are,
Yeah,
dude.
they're
They
literally
Some of
laugh
the
at
coolest
us.
people to smoke with. Some of the
Native
coolest people
women
like they
love
don't
to
like
laugh.
they will laugh at your joke even if it sucks. Yeah, like and they're not like judging you on the joke. It's not like
But natives,
we
natives,
shouldn't say that goes for every native woman though.
we can get some mean. We'll get some mean
Yeah.
ones on here. We'll get some mean ones on
We'll
here,
get some mean bitches on here.
and we'll change our mind. We'll fucking let the viewer
Change
decide.
our mind. Okay, so
Okay,
Jack White.
yeah.
I'm meeting Jack White.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. He's like, oh, you made all this shit? I'm like, yeah. And then I had a cool bag on with a strap made by Valerie Kagan. Shout out. She does beadwork. Really cool shit.
Fuck
And
yeah.
Jack White was like, man, that fucking shit's dope. And he wanted a guitar strap beaded the same way. So me and him had this whole conversation about beadwork and bags and shit. And I walk away from it like, huh, who was that Johnny Depp looking guy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Like, I still didn't register that that's like the White Stripes guy. And then I finally did after like a little bit. And they're catering food to us the whole weekend from like an expensive ass restaurant.
What the
So
fuck?
we're eating like $60 meals every day this weekend. And they just go around asking you, oh, do you want lobster or steak tonight? And I was like, whoa.
What kind
And,
of question?
and the-
I get an
the-
option.
The steak is very small. And it's a very small. It's for like little California
Little
people.
filet mignon.
Fucking
Tastes
lobster, bro. Let me eat one of those.
Well, the lobster
Yeah.
is smaller than the steak. I asked. I wanted bang for my buck, even that I wasn't paying for it. And also, I was like the fucking poor Indian on the set, and everyone knew. I obviously did not have money like they did. And so they're giving me leftover like mac and cheese. And mashed potatoes.
Of
They're like,
course, mac and
do you
cheese.
want this to eat to take home? And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do.
I'll take all that shit.
I'll take all of
They
it,
had like
bro.
this bougie,
Fucking
spicy mac and cheese. That shit was slap, dude.
A. Oh,
And,
fuck yeah.
And so I'm mainly hanging out with like Starlin and the crew while they're doing like the filming and stuff. They film on Brad Piccolo's land, who's he was a member of the Red Dirt Rangers. I think they're still together. So like a Red Dirt band, like an Oklahoma.
Yeah,
band
of
from
course,
Tulsa.
man. Shout out to Red.
I think they played with the
dude.
Troubadours a little bit.
Yeah. Wait, what's
Shout out to
Red
Red.
Dirt Rangers.
Oh yeah, I heard of them. a little
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Red Dirt and fucking Death to Pop Country. Hell yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, but Brad Piccolo's a cool dude, a cool guy. Lives on his mountainside. And so I have like a bow and arrow made for this guy, and we're doing the native scene here. He's running all over rocks, shooting arrows, looking all cool. I'm still so confused. What the fuck is this fucking Jack White baseball and Indians? What the fuck is going on? No, what is happening? And for days I'm confused. And then I'm like, cool. And then we all like hang out, and then yeah, that was the end of the outside scene with the native guy. But at the baseball scene, we meet this famous baseball player, but I didn't know him at all. No one, he was just some baseball guy. Who cares about baseball?
Fuck that guy.
I'm just playing. No. He's probably. I forgot your name, but you're great. You were nice. I shook your hand. sure you're a great guy.
You just don't know much about baseball and you only care about
I
baseball.
don't.
You were there for
who
the
it
money.
was?
I was there
You
for.
remember who it was, Hunter? Obviously not.
Hell yeah, Jamie, look it up.
Jamie, look
So there's a guy, they're trying to get the perfect scene of him like hitting baseballs, and all the balls he hits out into the field, I'm going to pick it up and putting them in a bucket and bringing them back.
You're like the caddy for the day?
Yeah, I was the caddy. And so I'm literally like the fucking poorest fucking Indian, fucking just skidding around dressed like an 1800s Red Dead character, just with, like,
amazing,
with the only one like
beautiful.
And so I'm just there like doing my thing and just excited about all of it, just to fucking be there. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I was more excited to just be hanging out with Sterling because I knew him. Everyone else, I didn't really give a shit. Everyone was weird and just weird. They're like, oh, so like, what do you? How do you breathe here?
What do you eat? Do you sleep in a teepee?
Oh, there are these California dudes who came up to me, Sterling, and they came to me, Sterling, and Thosh, the guy who played the native in the commercial. These two like California guys, like, oh, so like that's like so cool. So like, how do you say weed in your languages? Or they said like in your language, but they didn't realize there's like 3 different tribes right here. And so we just kind of look at each other like these fucking idiots. And these like California film guys, like with like tie dye, like beanies and shit. They probably make like $120,000 a year.
Yeah, they're balling.
So like, how do you say weed in Indian, dude? Like, how? It's not offensive. How? Not to be offensive.
Just how do you do it?
Just how do you do that,
bro?
Bro.
Kimosabi.
And so we kind of reluctantly like, you just tell them the words. They're like, whoa, and then they go away, and then we're like, do you think they remember those words like now? Like,
fuck no.
15 seconds after.
Hell no, they just want.
They just heard 3 foreign words, and they were like, I asked these guys how to say weed. I don't remember what they said, but it's cool. Fucking idiots.
They can't fucking remember Ganula, bro. They can't remember.
Ganula, is that what it is?
Yeah, this is Cherokee.
I don't know what's in Choctaw. You guys know?
Hashok.
Hashok.
Hashok. Hashok. Hashok.
That's fucking cool. Oh yeah.
Or
Well,
Hashok.
that's your lineage right there. Huh? Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty funny. And then Thosh showed me what a smoke dance was. That was cool. They dance really. It's like an Iroquois dance where they bang a drum like really fast and you dance like fast as shit. It's like one of the coolest like native dances. Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience. Got to hang out with Jack White. Hung out in a vintage hotel.
Hell yeah.
Looked like I wasn't supposed to be there. Everyone else there was like super rich and like renting out a room for the weekend with their wife, and they're like rich lawyers. And I walk in with my backpack full of weed. I'm like, "What's up? Where's my room? Y'all have breakfast here in the morning?" And it's not like a continental Holiday Inn. It's like a vintage. They have like a vintage restaurant that you can dine in the morning. I was like, "Y'all got continental, dude?" And yeah. That was not my vibe. But it was nice. I ordered Pizza Hut to the...
Bro, that's bad. Yeah, room service pizza.
Yeah, they asked me if $75 a day per diem to eat on was good enough.
Fuck yeah, it's good enough.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, it's good
They
enough.
asked me, is this good enough for you? Like, they were concerned, like, I needed... Because they probably spend $60 a meal.
They thought you were feeding the whole family.
And they were
I thought
wondering...
you were Tobias with 4 kids in a Dodge Caravan fucking trying to get... Oh, yeah.
Well, they didn't know if I, like, had taste like them, I think. Because they didn't realize that I can make $20 last, like, the weekend.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
hit
No,
McDonald's
we all
4
have that
times.
ability
Yeah.
too. Yeah, we all can budget our money if we're starving. Like, if we don't have jobs and we know it's the last $40 we're getting,
Like
I think we
3
all
to
make
5
last
a
pretty
meal
far.
at the
Yeah.
most. Like, if you have to eat out, like, you're somewhere in a different city.
Yeah.
I
You
don't...
can figure it
75
out.
a day.
You $75 a
That's
day?
like you spend it all the day, and the next day you get $75.
Yeah, I can do that
just eat
plus
food.
beer. I can eat plus get beer.
Yeah. So I ate
Pretty
a lot
tight.
of pizza. I ate a lot of pizza.
So
They
it
gave
was
it to me in
per
cash.
diem though, man. Like,
Yeah, and that was on top of the pay.
I had a construction job where I had to go to Texas 5 days a week, and we got $45 per day, and we were working construction.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
I was
Imagine-
hanging out with
yeah,
rock stars.
that's a different world.
Yeah.
I was paid per
They
diem.
had cold brew machines in their bus. That's wild.
Holy shit.
Fresh cold brew. Hey, you want a coffee? Go to the side of the bus.
Just bet. It's just right there on the side. It's
It's
right
next to the gas
by-
pump.
They need a barista. They got a little fucking robot back there doing it.
Last time I was paid per DM, dude, was during a weed operation. Actually, man.
Weed operation?
Yeah,
Are you able to talk about that?
I will, but I will be very vague about it. That's what I will do.
Okay, be real vague about it. Tell us about what happened. So the weed industry in Oklahoma, for anybody in here, I have to do this because I feel like we're going to get viewers. Maybe listen to these episodes, we get in the habit of it. But it's the Wild West out here. You have fucking complete and total immigrant crews. You have random people on Facebook that will fucking come and trim your weed. They pay you per cash at the end per pound to trim it. And they have to find like random. It's never like they have listings. Like you know a guy that knows a guy. And you end up working. That's how all the weed in Oklahoma is made. Hunter was part of one of these operations. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to give some context.
No, that's all good, man. For the viewers, like actually, yeah. So basically, this guy, right? I knew a weed growing operation around certain parts of Oklahoma, and so I would travel up there, kind of almost like a fucking migrant worker, right? Like up there were also like other people up there doing the same thing, and well, we trimmed weed, and we'd get $200 every 2 days.
Fuck yeah! Oh, I think fuck yeah. I don't know what it entailed. Well, like how much?
That's $100 a day. It's not too bad.
Were you getting a pound a day?
It was okay. So it was at the ass end of October, right?
So
like November. November is setting in. November's setting in, right? And like it's going to fucking kill all the crops, right? So they need
they get the fuck on the dispensary floor.
Get
so
that shit the fuck up out of there before that shit frosts over. And well, our job was to make sure that there wasn't any mold on it, right? Any moldy ones, man, we threw them into this bucket. Like, yeah, dude.
And so you weren't even trimming it; you were just picking out the bad ones.
I was trimming it too, and picking out the bad ones.
Just little scissors, with alcohol and all that shit.
That was yeah.
I had to hit you about that sometime whenever he comes on. I think he's gonna be our first big interview guest. But he took me a lot of weed trimming things. Give me one weed trimming thing in the middle of Oklahoma. And I had a normal job. He's like, "Hey, you want to come and get up early, and we'll go trim some weed?" And we went there. I don't even know. I hope he didn't listen to this part, but yeah, they did the math wrong basically. Like the people that we were working for, and they overpaid all of us, including me and Hippie, and it was Kevin, the dude you work with. He was the one driving us, like Kevin, and like Monty Kevin.
Yeah,
like,
dude. We're
just
his crew. Vague about that, but yes. I
well, this is all legal at the time. At the time, I think this is still all legal. But this is the part where
I mean, I'm pretty sure because it's a mistake on not your part.
So they overpaid us. They overpaid us, and I ended up getting like $150.
That being said, we're still gonna be vague
for like $80 for the weed. We're almost an hour. We'll wrap it up. Over for like over $150 for like $80 for the weed or something like that. And then he called me back the next day, like, "Hey, can you like give us some of the money back because they did the math wrong? We knew when we left." And I was like, no. Once you give me $150, you're gonna have a hard time getting me to give you the money. After you pay me, there's no giving you the money back, bro. That's not how work works, right? That's not how, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Does that seem ethical to you guys? If they fuck up and they overpay you, do you just take the money? If you had a customer do that, would you do that?
You just take the money.
We're just saying it's not the fucking worst idea. Take the money and run. Woo, woo. Take the money and run.
Go on.
Take the money and run.
Hey, I had this idea on a way to wrap it up.
All right, I had another idea too. Let's see. Let's go with yours first. Go with yours first. What do you want to do?
Play guitar riff and we tell Jimmy Briggs, like a Jimmy Briggs story too.
I was thinking we play a guitar riff and we use shout-outs. But we did enough shout-outs in this episode. Let's do Jimmy Briggs story.
We do shout-outs.
I think it'd be cool. We did a guitar riff and we just all went. Okay, so have you ever heard the end?
I'd rather do that than the Jimmy Briggs.
So here's how. Okay, do you know? I'll show it to you after this episode's over. My inspiration is at the end of 40 Ounces to Freedom, Sublime does this thing where they just play a long reggae riff and they start going, "All right, shout out to these people that's clashing the couch. Shout out to all their dogs. Shout out to their kids. Shout out to these homies. Shout out to fucking Descendants. Shout out to Bad Religion. Shout out to fucking Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out to fucking this guy. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to these people I'm talking. Shout out to this." Like, and they just go, and it's like a long 7 minutes.
Do you think it'd be as impressive even though we haven't like made it yet?
Well, like, let's see some practice.
The practice shout out.
Let's see some practice shout. We already got some shout outs.
Where's your acoustic at?
It should be in here.
What the fuck, shit.
It should be in here. What the fuck?
I'll do like
a second. Here it is.
You got like a reggae riff?
I tuned it too.
Alright, guys.
We're wrapping it up. I think we're starting to really get into our fucking flow here. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to Brian Kirk, Frank Wofford, my fucking favorite co-workers I've had so far. I want to give a shout out to Jack White. I want to give a shout out to Jack Black. I want to give a shout out to fucking. Let me think here. Wow, that was pretty good. You need a shout out, Simon? You got any?
Oh yeah, I got a shout out to my cat Ashes. Like yeah, dude. Had him for about 5 years. Like hell yeah, dude. Give a shout out to my fucking cat.
Shout out to Ashes. Shout out to my roommate Tyler. Alright, shout out to roommate Tyler. He keeps interrupting this shit. Shout out to my dad for fucking this up and breaking it into 2 parts, but it actually kind of worked out really well.
Actually kind of fucking worked out.
Shout out to Logan Troutman, Maria Troutman, Kelton Wheeler, their parents, their babies and shit. Shout out to my upstairs neighbors that moved out, that were cool enough to move out on time, okay? Shout out to, let's see here. Reesers. Shout out to
the Medeiros twins.
Shout out to Medeiros twins. Shout out to James Wright. Shout out to my cousin Elias. Shout out to Big T Tobias. Shout out to all you fucking Tobias, freaks man. Out on Trimble Avenue. Shout out to fucking let's see. Mason, you got some shout outs?
Shout out to John at Loves.
Shout out to John at Loves.
John at Loves, bro.
Shout out to let's see here. The Viking lady. May she rest forever.
May she not be a bitch at work.
Alright, shout out to William Billy Smoke Shop. You guys are keeping me going. Shout out to Venom Energy Drinks.
Shout out to Express Mart.
Shout out to Express Stop, Express Mart.
Express Shop, yeah.
Alright. Shout out to Wayne Skinner. Shout out to Jimmy Briggs. Shout out to Jackson Brown. Shout out to, let me think, here's someone that's really crazy out there.
Shout out to Daniel Dew.
Shout out to Daniel Dew. Shout out to
my Aunt Rhonda.
Shout out to his Aunt Rhonda. Shout out to Yon. Shout out to Nona. Shout out to Ruger. Shout out to all the cool dogs we met. Shout out to
that crackhead one that Tobias had in the seat.
Shout out to the crackhead dog that Tobias had in his back seat. And most important of all, a shout out to you. The fucked up, drunken, weed smoking, CDIB card carrying, Hastings going, fucking piece of shit, no insurance having on your car driving listener. Alright, we'll see you pretty soon.
Good night, all.
Shout out to the ladies that work at Loves.
Shout out to the guys that work at Loves.
Nah, they're kind of pricks. Except for Jahir, he's cool.
Shout out to Jahir.
He knows I like Montego Blues. And he doesn't even ask. He just knows.
Shout out to all the gas station clerks in Tahlequah. Except for the bitch that called the cops on me at Easy Mart.
I would not go that far. Probably about a quarter of them.
Shout out to a quarter of the gas station clerks in Tahlequah. Let's give a shout out to the night shift sanitation crew, Schwans. Let's give a shout out to the Provalis train class of 2023, Diddick West, Sun Power, and Ocean Spray. But fuck you guys for firing us. Shout out
David Cornsill.
Shout out to Cornsill.
David Cornsill.
Shout out to David Cornsill.
David Cornsill. Hell yeah.
He tried to run for chief, but he got like 500 votes. But I voted for him.
Shout out to the Democratic system and circulation. Shout out to McGirt versus the Supreme Court. Or where the fuck it was.
Shout out to the fucking Reds.
Shout out to Leonard Peltier. Shout out to Fred Eaglesmith. Shout out to Michelangelo Maria, Anthony Maria, Vincenzo Maria, and Isabella Carlisle.
No.
Shout out to the Marias.
Shout out to the Marias.
Shout out to John Bon Jovi because my aunt loves him.
Shout out to Poison because my sister loves him.
Huh?
Shout out to Poison because my sister loves him. My sister's vagina, not my trans sisters.
Not
My trans sister.
Oh, I knew that I missed her. Fuck you.
Fuck you for listening this long.
I hate you.
Damn it.
This was a nightmare to record.
I hate all the orphans in the whole world. I believe in science.
Thank you. Come again.